as I sit here in the new whip. Let me take this off. It's not like a gangsta in a joint. Anyway, it's the Stilo. So I wanted to talk about why I sold the Supra while I'm in the heart of South Philly right now. It's not even my hood, this is business. But say if I was sitting in the same hood with the Supra, it'd be a different story. I wouldn't be as comfortable as I am sitting here in this 2022 Highlander with 381 miles on it right now. I got it at 4 miles. So I've been driving it, getting used to it. It's big time difference. I got the 7-seater. The seat in the back is all the way down. The tan interior with the brown two-tone. It's really nice. All-wheel drive. It does snow up here. The Supra only has summer tires. So even though with the climate change and whatnot, sorry, I don't want to say words that might, whatever. But it still snows up here, and a car with just summer tires seems like it's a car only for summer. It was very enjoyable driving and owning a Supra. I'm not gonna lie. In the year I put on, I only had the car for 13 months, and it was 23,000 miles on the car. I personally put on about 8, maybe no more than 10, I know for sure. Mind you, before I even got the Supra, my whole intention was to put it on Turo. I've been studying the Turo game for since 2018, late 2019 is when I really geared up my plan to make it happen. I've been trying to get a Supra since 2018. Yeah, when I first heard about them. So 2019, I couldn't get one. I needed to get my credit straight, work on that better. 2020 came around, still couldn't. Until the end of, I still couldn't get in 2020. I almost did. It was, I couldn't come up with the down payment they wanted. I think they wanted like 10 grand, I think. I think it was a 2021 A91 edition, and I couldn't get it. Somebody else bought it. So what I ended up doing was waiting and just still working on my plan. I got the car. The first Supra I got was a black, just basic standard 2.0 2001 Supra. It had 30 miles on it, and that was mostly from test drives. Took it home after I paid my down payment, and they needed to get the elevator fixed at the time, so I waited till they got the elevator fixed. My tags came in by then, my insurance changed over by then, and I got right on the road as soon as possible. Drove that car for a month. And I got the red one not too long after that. Got the red one. Same 2.0 2001. That had low mileage still. It was still brand new car. These are all brand new cars. I leased the black one, but it was under 3,000 miles before I brought it. Under 5,000 miles before I brought it back. If you need to know more about that, ask me in the comments. I bought the red one, financed it. I had my label. A lot of this ways I was able to do this was credit and my LLCs. I have 3 of them. The black one I got in my name, my personal name. The red one I got in my LLC, one of my LLCs. Now, when I did that, it looked completely different on my credit profile. And before, in this time period, this is in a 90-day window, mind you. Before the time period came up, I knew my credit was still useful. So I was like, okay, let me make the move now. Strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. I sold my stocks, came up with the down payment. If they didn't ask for one, I just gave it to them. Took the red one home. So now I had 2 Supras simultaneously at the same time, less than a month apart. collectively, not even 100 miles on the cars. Then I drove those cars for like a month, back and forth. The black one rested more while I drove the red one around. Now, when it was time for me to end my lease with the black one, bring it back to the dealership, because I got the black Supra from one dealership, the red Supra from another dealership. They didn't know. Doesn't matter. Still under Toyota. Toyota gave me the credit. So, what ended up happening was when I got to the dealership to bring back the black Supra at the end of the lease, I think they tried to finesse me. I think they knew I was coming, because when I pulled up in the red Supra one time to even set up to bring back the black one, I think they plotted on me, because I had to go back down to Florida to go get the black one, bring it back up here. So I did that. It took me about 3 days. 3 or 4 days. In that time period, I drove it for the last couple of days, said my goodbyes to it, and I'm planned on bringing it to the dealership. When I got there, there was a yellow, brand new 2022, wasn't even posted yet. It literally just got off the truck and they put it in the showroom. I seen it there. I didn't pay no mind because I already had 2 Supras. I wanted to go handle my business. Now, when I'm dealing with the salesperson, Mr. Serious, he was like, he made this little joke like, how about you give us these and take the yellow one home? I was like, huh? Let me think about that. So I actually did think about it, but I was already set on my business plan like, okay, I'm gonna rent out the red one, boom, bang, drive the black one around, and let the red one pay for both of them. That was my whole thing. When I did that, it was cool, but the red one wasn't as popular. So now, when I figured out how to really use Turo, I changed up everything. So I thought about it. I talked to my brother. I was like, yeah, should I make this move? They're asking me for both the cars for this element over here. It only made sense as long as I got money back. So I actually profited 4 figures, almost about $5,000 I profited off of selling the red one to them. So I went in the game. I basically got all my deposits back and a little extra more. So I didn't come out of pocket anything. I didn't lose, or I did gain, but I didn't lose. So I was still in the green. Hope you're following along, because I'm trying to explain a lot of why I sold the Supra. Now, I bring the yellow one home. I sold them. They took the black one back since it was theirs, and they bought the red one off me. Boom. Took the yellow one home. It was so beautiful. I'll never forget this experience. When I first drove, even when they started it on the showroom floor and drove it off the floor for me. Mind you, I looked like this. I had my long hair at the time though. I had my locks, my long locks I had for 8 years at the time. Yo, that feeling was amazing to bring that. I had 3 Supras in a month. 3 of them. Mind you, now I have the 3.0 premium top of the line one, full leather, the heads-up display, everything, the red calibers, everything. Got the car in late August. Someone hits me in December. Oh, dude. Him and his wife, her giving him instructions and directions, backseat driving, even though she was in the passenger seat, made him hit me. Because the lane I was in was my right turning lane. He's creeping into lanes. Boom, hits the back wheel. Broke the plastic piece. Bent the wheel, cracked the wheel up, and it pierced the tire. So I had a flat. Drove home, got the car fixed, insurance took care of everything. Got back on the road. That's when I'm like, all right, I'm going ham on Turo. I figured out the algorithm. I figured out my business plan, shaped it a little bit, molded it. And I'm telling you, it took off from there. People loved it. They loved it. And I loved making them love the Supra. I loved it. They paid me to drive the Supra. And all I had to do was pay Toyota. And I did that. And then come to find out, Toyota still wants what I have. Mind you, I've been stopping at these dealerships seeing if they got Supras. Because I know I'm planning that to be my last and third. Third one was my last one. I can probably get more. I can probably get the stick shift one. And not even probably, I know I can. I just knocked off $170,000 worth of credit debt in 13 months with those Supras. I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose a penny. So, in this market, it's not guaranteed. In this time right now, in this world, in this economy, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing really been guaranteed besides life and death. Now, all we know is that every day you get, take your time with it. You don't have to speed, but don't be too far in the past. You're gonna get left behind. Don't look back. Don't look back.